Welcome back, everyone, to episode 24 of Squad Pod. Vernon and Wyatt paying their homage. Vernon got into a little rabbit hole earlier, and now he's sad.
Yeah, I started looking up a bunch of facts.
I actually, I talked about it last week, I forgot to wear my MJ one for 23.
Yeah.
But I definitely had to wear 24 for this one, especially you too, because you're the Lakers fan out of all of us.
I thought about it. I was like, man, because this is usually like ever since I put it up on my wall, and it's just been chilling up on my wall.
Yeah.
And so I had to pull it down for this episode. Had to pull it down, put it on.
Yeah.
I feel like the Mamba. We're gonna do this podcast in honor of Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Well, unfortunately, this podcast is barren yet again because Alex has to shovel snow.
Yeah.
Cody's MIA.
So he says. Cody's MIA. Cody's supposed to be on for his farewell
Cody
episode
went AWOL.
because he's leaving away, but he's AWOL. He already peaced out on
He
us.
didn't even make it onto the boat.
Alex
Maybe
bailed on Monday squad night.
He
Now
did,
he
didn't
failed.
he?
He did.
That's
2 times in a row. This son of a bitch.
But he wants
anyway.
to start the podcast last week like, oh, how you guys been? I don't talk to you guys. Well, you got all these opportunities, my boy.
Where
you at?
It's all right. We'll have a hell of a good show though. We gonna do our thing.
Yeah, anyway.
Talk a little about space. I know I want to
talk about space.
Space.
Oh, you want to hear what I got for you?
Space.
I want to hear your opinion on this.
Okay.
Apparently, astronomers have begun to study superhighways in space that can rapidly transport matter. These space manifolds exist via gravitational intersections in the solar system and could aid space travel in the future.
Interesting. Like that's
like
how
the fucking Finding Nemo with the turtles in the
right,
water
right
in space.
It's like that in space.
And that's how things get to where they are, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Interesting.
How does that work? Because I thought space was a vacuum. Like, I guess is there?
Maybe it's not. We don't know anything. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, maybe there's certain places, like you say, like that. We don't know. Oh man,
I don't know how that works.
I'm starting to just think about like
space travel. Like we just landed on the moon here again. So
yeah, China.
That's going to be a while, I think.
China.
They actually attempt space travel.
Could you imagine though, like if there was something like that did exist that we found that was like from here to Mars, and we found like this way to like cut down the time that it takes to get to Mars.
Instead of like 6 months, it'd be like 29 days or something like that.
Even like 5 months. That's 1 month less than on the ship or something. Like that'd be crazy. Like just
weird.
You know, just the back and forth.
Very interesting.
But I guess you wouldn't want to take it back because
I'd have to read about that.
Would it be? Yeah, I guess it would be. Don't have anything to lose to get on a shuttle and go through one of these super highways in space.
I want to go through a black hole.
Maybe it was built by the Galactic Federation.
You telling me
superhighways?
Maybe that's what they've been using.
I got a question.
That's how they get to Mars.
If you had, have you all seen Interstellar?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I haven't.
No.
Nah.
All right, Wyatt. Would you do what Matthew McConaughey did with the black hole?
Man.
Like not necessarily like.
We gotta get into spoiler alert so Evan can at least.
All right, yeah. Let's spoiler alert if anyone cares.
Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey, like he gets tricked into going on, like they're saying like the Earth is out of resources. We got to find a planet that's habitable to move to pretty much. And I forget what he goes. They find some place. Crazy shit happens, and then. From what Vern knows the specifics of it a little bit better than me. Like, don't they have to go around or a wormhole or something? They have to go around something, but it adds Yeah,
Exactly,
slingshot.
because of the
Okay.
gravity of it,
Mhm.
like the gravity of it. So you know what I mean. They're gonna be moving at a slower time than people back on Earth with less.
Yeah.
So like it's wild. There's this one scene in the movie. This is off of what I was saying, but like this movie is amazing. This is one of my favorite movies, and you know how much I love space, and this shit's it's so good. Didn't Nolan do it?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
made it.
Christopher Nolan did the dude that does like Dark Knight and
Yeah.
Tenet shit like that. But
Tenet.
anyway, there's this one scene where they're on a
Inception.
planet where every second is like a day on Earth. Every second there is a day on Earth, and it's crazy because it's such a like I remember like watching it the second time and giving like and knowing this, and it was giving me goosebumps because like what there's like a little ticker in the background. It's like there's no music. It's just like tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, just thinking about it, it just builds the tension the whole time you're there.
And like they land knowing that every second is like a day pretty much. So they're trying to do their mission and everything, and then it all happens within like 3 minutes, and it's wild, bro. It's like such a crazy. There's like a mountain out in the distance, and they're just like, and the mountain seems to be getting closer. You know what I mean? And then they realize it's a wave.
Oh.
Like, and it's just like a wave, you know, and like it's wild.
It just looks like the wall from Game of Thrones just coming at them, bro. And you're like, what the hell is that?
Like of water?
But like anyway,
and it's just
it's
just water. Bro.
Oh.
Just coming towards
them. But it's just coming. And like the wildest thing is there's a dude on the planet already, like one of their astronauts is there.
Yeah.
And he like just died. Like he just got hit by a wave before they had landed, and he launched from Earth years ago. Like it was like a weird like because he's been sending out a transmission for like 5-10 years or so. I forget what it is, like the specifics of it.
It's been
so that's even why they went to that planet, because that was one of the they ended up finding the broken thing in the water, and they're like, this is where he was, you know, he just sent this transmission out, and they look and here's another wave coming, and they got like it's wild, man. I just thought about the concept.
To get back home though, he had to like either go through the wormhole or else he had the slingshot around it.
Exactly. They had the slingshot around it. It was going to cost them even more time, but it was going to get him home. They also needed to lose weight, and that's why he detached. And he went to the wormhole, and she went. You know what I mean? But like, actually, she went to a different planet. I'm pretty sure.
Because he ends up getting
even
back.
Go home. She didn't even go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he ends up getting back on Earth, and his fucking daughter, who was like 12 at the time, is now like in her 80s.
Oh my god.
And he's the same age. Like
he's the same age.
The same age as when he left. So it's like he finds his daughter like in the hospital, like on her deathbed, pretty much. Like it's wild, dude.
It's a crazy movie, man. You gotta watch. It's so good. It's so good.
I feel like I saw a video on what happens. I'm pretty sure it was probably a Vsauce video that tells you like what would happen like if you did go into a black hole. And I think you would die, but I feel like if I remember the video correctly,
spaghettified.
Yeah, like but it would be slow. Like you would just eventually stretch to the point where you would just die. Like if
you're on a transmission with somebody, you know what I mean, on a voice call with somebody on Earth. While you're going through a black hole, you're going to be going through this black hole. The closer and closer you get, the faster and faster the person on the phone's going to be like, until they, you know what I mean? Like where you're just on their end, you're going to be going from normal speed to you're going to pretty much stop.
You're just going to stop,
You know what I mean? And they're never going to see that because it's, you know, a millisecond there is going to be 50 years on Earth. So they're never going to see you go into that black hole.
I wonder how you would feel that. Like, would you feel it being slow? Or for you, would it be like...
No, probably not. You would probably be like this, like I was saying, you'd be like all spaghettified and shit. Like, I don't know.
That'd be
I don't think anybody
crazy,
knows.
though. Like,
there's theories that say that this universe is inside of a black hole. You know what I mean? Like, nobody fucking knows what's inside of black holes, man.
Nobody knows. Nobody. Like, isn't there a black hole at the center of the Milky Way?
Yeah. Well... Yeah. I think that's what the thing, like what the center of it is. You know what I mean?
Usually, is that the center of every galaxy?
I think so. Like
that's what it's all spiraling around.
Right. At least ours. You know what I mean? But I honestly, I don't even feel comfortable saying that because I don't. That's one thing I don't remember.
Isn't that crazy?
Like
How, like everything in space, it's not just like expanding, but it's spinning. Like we are spinning on the Earth, around the sun, around a galaxy. Like,
which reminds me, I actually saw this today. The dinosaurs. First of all, this is a weird dinosaur fact. You know what I'm saying? I know I get sidetracked a lot, but like the T-Rex is closer to us than it is to Stegosaurus, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I mean?
I remember seeing something about that.
That's pretty crazy. But anyway,
because the dinosaurs are like hundreds of millions of years old, but they went extinct like 65 million, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So like
65 million.
Yeah, there's some that are
back to what I was saying. They were on the other side of the galaxy. It takes 200 million years to take one. It takes 200 million years for our sun to circle the center of the galaxy.
Okay.
So like, it's just crazy that I was watching this thing and they were talking about how the dinosaurs were on different, like they had different constellations and just all this, you know. And it was just, I was like, this is wild, man. Like thinking about this type of shit and thinking about shit we'll never see, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
And humans have never seen yet type of
and
thing.
There's gonna
like
be shit we probably will never know too.
No.
Like never.
Yeah, there's. Oh my god, I feel like 99% of shit we'll never know.
Yeah, especially
not in our lifetime anyway.
We don't even know what's in the ocean.
That's true.
We think the deepest point of the ocean is 11 kilometers. Get the fuck out of here. We just haven't discovered the deepest part of the ocean yet.
And what's down there?
Yeah,
probably some wild shit. Monsters. Something like we
Monsters.
probably shouldn't be finding.
Someone's
awakening some beasts.
Godzilla.
Something.
He's just
something
gonna
we shouldn't mess with.
Open his eye like oh shit! It's gonna be a giant eyeball. Imagine, oh my god! Imagine you're like Challenger Deep or something. You're going
on the expedition of a lifetime, and you're the one that poked
pitch
Godzilla.
Black, and all you see is an eye open up. Like, bro, that's scary.
The eye is like the size of like the Statue of Liberty or something. It's huge, like ungodly big.
Yeah, like it would take up the whole window of the fucking like what you're looking out of. I feel like I would have a heart attack, bro. Like I feel like
I would
that's the thing
hope
that
I'd
you
have a
see
heart
that
attack, so
far
that way I
down.
don't
I feel
die
like I
by
would
that.
like have a heart attack because I would like you know there's no way.
What would happen if you're that far down and that thing destroys the ship?
You'd just die. You'd probably die from the pressure.
I think it's underwater. I think that
obviously
that came out recently.
Obviously, you would die by drowning. Like that's what. But I'm not even considering. I'm thinking pressure, like you said, Evan. Like what happened to my body?
As soon as that vessel would break, you would just be crushed. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because of the weight of the water. Yeah.
I would rather go through a black hole than that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the heart attack and have it kill me. And then just
Underwater with Kristen Stewart.
Oh, thank God.
That shit wild.
What's it called?
Underwater. Has Kristen Stewart in it. It's like pretty much almost the exact same thing we were talking about. Like they're on a fucking like a base down at the bottom of like the fucking ocean.
Do they wake up a monster?
Some monsters start attacking. So they got to put like these fucking suits on and get to the next base. So they got to cross outside, like through the water in like these suits. And it's just pitch black. And all they have is like the lights that are like in front of them. And there's like monsters like that are picking them off. And then, it's wild. God. It's a good movie.
Interesting. I have to check that out.
It's just like at the bottom of the ocean.
It's like
and then
exactly
there's like a huge monster.
About.
Yeah, exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's something you don't think about. And it's like the opposite. Like when you're up so high, the air's so thin. Like either way, you suffocate.
Yeah. Humans are fragile, man.
Making you stay in this one space.
That's scary. I was watching, or I was looking at Associated Press. They had a picture reel of like 2020 and just how it's like completely screwed up. But there was I forget what picture it was, but it was of the explosion that happened at that harbor
in Beirut. I think it was. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I can't remember. That's why I didn't want to say it because I don't know how to pronounce it. But like,
it's okay.
I was just thinking, like, I was looking at all the rubble and stuff, and I'm like, there's people that like just completely got mangled in that, and like we're so fragile, like just a car crash, and we're just,
It's crazy.
It's scary.
And then
when
like
you think about it.
it's crazy that these fragile creatures live to be like 109 years old sometimes and shit like that. You know, like it's wild. Because if you just like, and like it's wild because there's people that are super healthy that don't necessarily live that long, and then there's people that are like smoke and drink beer all day, and they're just like, a beer a day keeps me alive. You know what I mean? Like that type of attitude. You know what I mean?
Beer
like,
a day
at
keeps the
95,
Reaper away.
Beer a day keeps the Reaper away. There's just, you know, just.
I remember seeing
just
like
wild.
a story of like someone who was like 100 and something, and they're like, "What's your secret to being this old?" And he's like, "Well, I drink a Dr. Pepper every day," and like that some shit like that. He's like, "I don't smoke or anything. I live a normal life." Like it's like
Peaceful
there is
normal
no
life,
secret.
man.
It's just like
A
if
lot
you
of the
live
times
that
it's
long,
just
you
the
live
luck of the
that long.
draw. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You just ride it out.
Have good genetics, like the small
I
percent
don't
of people that have like great genetics.
Yeah, nowadays
Yeah.
it's like just don't get a chronic illness and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't like usually.
Well, yeah, that's just it. Like,
You know what I mean?
You
You
can't
can't usually
control it.
choose.
no, yeah. You
I mean,
can't
obviously,
control
with something like smoking,
Yeah.
you can avoid shit that comes with that by just
Yeah.
not smoking. You know? Shit like liver cancer. If like I feel like there's different ways
pancreatic
to
cancer,
get that.
like
Yeah.
skin cancer. I mean, yeah, you can wear sunscreen, but you know, it doesn't always help.
Yeah, I don't. What's sunscreen, man? What the fuck?
Dude,
Fuck.
apparently that's a big deal. Like you're supposed to wear sunscreen often, and I never
Oh,
wear
I
sunscreen.
don't wear sunscreen, man. I don't need.
Well, I
no-
wear
God.
sunscreen when I'm on vacation.
Well, yeah, like when I'm in the
Why?
sun,
So-
I put some on my nose and on my cheeks, like right under my eyes, and then some on my shoulders, and then that's it.
I actually wear
Why
it when we
burnt
go
up?
golfing in the summer now because I got
Oh.
burned as shit the one time.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Bro,
you guys
I don't know
remember-
how I was the only one that was like so burnt. My legs, my arms.
We were all out too.
Yeah,
There
Alex
like
was there
4 of
that
us,
day,
I
right?
think.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
I'm
burnt
surprised he
to
didn't
hell.
burn. Yeah, I don't burn that easily, so I'm not surprised I didn't burn.
Apparently I do.
But
That was wild.
I remember being at the beach and like day one, I was all sick. I was like sick from like whatever. I was just sick, and Wyatt was like burned.
yeah, I
from,
remember you
like-
guys
I
talking
had
about
sun
this.
poisoning, bro, because I was
Mhm.
sick that night too.
Exactly.
And it was
'cause
just
he
my
was sick.
legs.
Right.
That's even
That shit was
crazier.
crazy.
Is I remember because we were like out there swimming in like the ocean out there, and then we just came back, and I just remember sitting on like one of the lounge chairs with an umbrella over me, but my legs were sticking out, and I remember like falling asleep and waking up, and my legs were just
Yeah.
like red.
I remember
And I
that
just I was
shit.
fine for a couple hours, and then I just like got like a super bad headache. I felt nauseous, like I had sun poisoning.
I remember
I had
there
to
was
sleep it off.
iguana going straight towards Cody. Remember that shit?
I
It was like
iguanas.
we were just like Cody was staring at this thing, and this thing's just like walking like right towards. I got a video of it, bro. I still have that video. It's so funny. Cody's just like, like looking at it and shit. Like... Oh man, it was.
It's
I
good
love
time.
that shit. I remember that's where we were like all drunk night swimming, and we were like doing backflips off the dock.
Yeah,
into
Cody, like
pitch
we were
black
trying
water.
to get Cody to do them.
Yeah, it was scary.
I was doing front flips. That's about
Scary
it.
as fuck.
I wasn't doing anything else. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then when something started moving behind the net,
Well,
like in
it
the
was
water, like the water started like moving, like it was weird.
just for some context, Evan. Like picture like a hotel, and then it has like a little bit of a beach, like
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
my yard, like from you know what I mean,
Yeah,
like from
okay.
maybe the end to end, like full on end to end my yard, not just the front of it.
Yeah.
That's the like width of the beach, and there's like water, and it goes out, and it kind of goes out and splits into the ocean.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
yeah, and
so,
they have
like,
a net that cuts it
There was
off.
a net, and the dock. It was like a little floating dock,
Yeah.
like a little tiny, no railings or nothing.
Mhm.
You know, was literally the edge of where the net was. So
Yeah.
like we swam out to there, all drunk and shit. Like one night, I don't think we were supposed to be out there, and then like we like tried to like build up the courage and the balls to like jump into the fucking just like out, even though it was like just right there. Like
because we're gonna jump across the net. We're gonna jump into the ocean.
Into the ocean, man. And then like we were just it was freaky. It was
how was the way?
shit.
How would you get back over?
You can just climb over
We
the net.
swam
Oh,
around.
so you can just swim.
Pull it
Okay.
up too.
Bro, no, do you remember? I think I swam around like in a panic.
Because like I think the rest of us just pulled the net up and went underneath.
The
Because I had
easy way.
weights on the net.
For it swam around, everyone else is just like.
But I remember like seeing like there was something in the water out there because we were just chilling on the dock and like you could hear splashing, and like something was moving and we were like, "Is that a shark? Is it a dolphin? What is it? We don't know."
Remember them big ass fish those people were feeding?
Oh my
While
god!
we were walking. Imagine if it was one of them. Fish was like eat my leg or something, man.
Bite toes.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude,
That
I
was
saw
trippy.
this picture of a shark. I don't know if it was you guys that shared it. It was like, maybe it was, but the arm. There was like human remains that were found in a shark.
What?
Oh
Like
my
they,
God.
like someone
that.
caught a shark, and when they cut it open, there was like an arm and a leg.
Oh my
A
god.
human arm and a leg in it.
That's wild.
Yeah, which I guess sharks don't normally eat people the whole way, but I guess
It was
this one did.
Jaws, bro. That's what happened in Jaws.
But it wasn't that big of a shark. It was like
I'm
something
trying to
you'd
think
see, like a snake do, like where they eat the whole
what if
body.
what if that was some cartel shit and they like chopped some dude up,
Oh.
threw him
Ooh.
overboard?
And then he just ate one of their arms or legs or something.
Because I'm just like, how is that gonna even happen? How are we
Yeah.
gonna hear about
That's a good point.
this lady? You know what I mean? How in the world would that even happen?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm thinking like there's got to be some type of corpse in the
I
water.
never
'Cause
thought
who
about
didn't
that.
who didn't witness like somebody getting eaten by
Or
like,
even if
sharks?
they
Right.
did, how did the shark eat the entire limb? Like just the limb. Like
And just
it
yeah,
bit the
I
arm
don't
off
know.
and then just swallowed the arm. Like that doesn't seem likely.
There's something
Fishy.
fishy. about
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was my dad joke for the day. Okay, let's move it on.
This story sounds
got-
fishy.
What else do you
Go
guys
ahead.
talk about?
I actually had one thing to talk about. I don't know if Evan really knows about it, but I know you were excited for it. I was excited for it. But Man on the Moon 3 came out since the last podcast.
No, I didn't.
And I didn't
Yes.
get to really talk to you about it, Vern, since you've listened to it. What are your thoughts on Man on the Moon?
I've listened
Kid
to
Cudi.
it like twice. I honestly don't have any opinion on it other than both times I listened, I didn't skip a single song. I know that. I'm just like, but I didn't have a time to actually like I've only listened to it on work, and there's some mornings, bro, when I'm on my way to work, I'm like Alex in every regard as far as the mornings go. I'll
Yeah.
wake up right before I have to go to work, get dressed, go to work. You know what I
do
mean?
the
Like,
same
so there's
thing.
mornings I do all this shit and I don't even turn the fucking
You
the
just
stereo
driving.
on. I'm just
I know
driving
how it
in
is.
silence, just like. So like I've listened to it like once or twice, but like I don't think I haven't really soaked it in. I don't know any of the titles other than the one that's the part 3.
Solo Dolo.
What is it? Solo Dolo part 3. But like
Yeah.
I couldn't hum you any of them, but I know I loved it. There was nothing wrong with it. I want to give it the time. I think this weekend
It's
I'll
not something
try.
you could review because you didn't like really
Exactly.
get to dive into it.
I know I'm gonna have a positive review on it, but I just wanted to be honest and be like, I didn't really
I
even
feel
give
you.
it the deep dive that it
Definitely.
deserved yet.
You
know what
heard
I
it,
mean?
but you didn't listen to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. There's like
Perfect
songs
ways.
that I've heard for years and then I listen to for the first time sometimes.
Yeah.
Whoa. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
definitely understand what you mean there. But exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did the same thing. I had to listen to it a couple of times to really, because the first time I listened to it, I stayed up the night it came out and listened to it, and I really liked it, but I wasn't like sold on it. And then I listened to it like the second time, and then I've been just listening to songs here and there since the second time. But like,
Yeah.
it's great. I really like it, dude. It's his best album in quite a while.
Cool. I know it's selling as good as One. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Which
Yeah.
is his best selling album.
I'd say it's
like I said,
up there with like 1, 2, and then like Indicud, bro. Because I really like Indicud too.
Indicud was amazing.
Yeah. So it's definitely like in the top 4 Cudi albums, I would say.
Cool. Like I say, I mean, I did listen to it, but like I didn't really soak it up yet. So
I feel you, man.
Like, I can't think of any of the melodies. Maybe that's a bad thing, to be honest. But like,
maybe
it might be. But like, I did not give it enough time, so I'm not even gonna say. But like, I know as soon as I started hearing him humming, I was like, just loving it. You know what I mean? Oh man, Kid Cudi's a shit.
It's definitely like one of those albums where it's like how the first one is, where it's like the best way to listen to is like at night, and like you just chilling and it's just vibing. You just like you either cruising, you can cruise and listen to. It's a good cruising album, I'm sure, but it's like a good night album. You just sit, dim the lights a little bit, just chill, just vibe, bro. It's great. I really liked it.
Nice. Any other
we can move on.
Albums that you listened to lately? Because I haven't really been listening to much music lately because a lot of the like rap that's out right now is kind of ridiculous. It's been trending this direction for a while.
Well, I started listening to that Toby Nwigwe album that like just came out, and I really like that. It has a couple good tracks. The one that I shared in the group chat, I shared 2, but there's one called Father Figure with Royce da 5'9" and Black Thought, which is amazing, dude. It's a great song. And then that the Purple Rain thing is a really good one.
I never heard this dude before. That Purple Rain's the first time I heard that.
I listened to a couple songs of his. He did that one, I think it came out this year. Let me find it. It was popular. Try Jesus. I thought you heard that one before.
I don't think so. Maybe I have, but I don't. I've been listening to a lot of Don Toliver this year. Do you know who Don Toliver is?
No, I can't say I do.
Man, he's some good shit, man. That's all I got to say, man. It's some good shit. I've been listening to like I kind of like played it out. I listened to it too much over the summer and the fall, so I'm not listening to it much right now. But like, oh my god, man! I'm gonna send you like a couple songs. I think you would be like, oh, okay,
nice.
Like you know what I mean? He's not like a rapper necessarily. You know what I mean? He's like more like melodic with his shit, but he's not like Young Thug where he's like, ah. He's like actually like he's got a voice where it's like he kind of reminds me of like Anderson .Paak and like his voice a little bit, but it's not. It's not that type of music where it's like the smooth, funky. You know what I mean? It's like more like hip hoppy. You know what I mean? But like his voice is kind of similar. Like it's dope. I love his shit. Been listening to it like all year so far.
What was his name again?
I think Spotify. It's called Don Toliver.
Don Toliver. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't really been listening to like too many albums. Like there hasn't been really anything new that came out recently other than that Cudi album. I know Paul McCartney's releasing his new album this week, I think, and apparently there's a rumored Eminem drop Friday. It's going to be like the B-sides to the Music to Be Murdered by, which I feel like with any rumor Eminem drop, it's not going to happen. So I'm not even like, it's just the way it is. Like they always like oh, he's going to drop something, and then it doesn't happen. Cause I feel like he knows people are onto him, so he moves it. So then he just releases it whenever. It always drops on a day you're not expecting it. So I don't know. And then like Dave Grohl's been releasing like a Hanukkah song, like a song by a Jewish artist every night for Hanukkah.
Yeah, I've been seeing you sharing that.
Yeah, all the covers.
Bro, it's like one song for 8 nights straight, and it's like it's pretty cool, man. I look forward to them. Like because there's like 1 or 2 songs I've never heard before.
I wanted to ask you what you thought of that new single that was out with that new Foo Fighters single, The Shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on it when I first heard it, but since it grew on me a lot actually. Are you not big on it?
I'm not on it yet. You know why I think I'm not big on it? Because they play it a lot on the alternative station that they play at work.
Okay.
And it kind of kills it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
They play.
I know what you're saying.
Like what's that song? Coffee for Your Head. That one. It's kind of the Don't Stay Awake. You know that?
Okay, I think I've heard of it.
It's a good song, but then they play it over and over and over again.
Yeah,
and
it kills
like,
it. I know.
Honestly, that's how a lot of them radio songs are. Other than like the ones that are just like.
But like the thing,
like you know what I mean. But like, they're great songs.
Yeah.
But they play them so much that it's just like tired of hearing the shit.
Like this is like an alternative rock station. Do you know how much like you have to work with? Like they play all this like old stuff. Like they'll play Welcome to the Black Parade at times, and then like they go deep, like some emo stuff, and then but they played like these same. I've heard this freaking Machine Gun Kelly song a million times. It's that Bloody Valentine, and Brittany's been into Machine Gun Kelly, and I hate this song so much because they play it constantly.
See, I don't really know what's like popping nowadays unless I see it on Facebook or something. So I don't listen to the radio at all.
Yeah,
I don't really get to listen. Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
I do like that song though. They dropped. It's definitely a lot different from what they would normally do.
It's a lot different. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they dropped the new album in February, which I'm looking forward to because they said it's gonna be way different than.
Maybe it'll be better in the context of the whole album.
Yeah, I mean they kind of reinvent themselves every time they release a new album, which is cool. They're not releasing the same shit every time.
Yeah.
Like the last album, Concrete and Gold, it was kind of a bigger album that they've had. Usually they just have like garage type album, like garage band albums. But that one, the last one they had it was a production. They had like orchestral stuff behind it. They put a lot into it that it felt like a huge album. But I mean, this one, I'm very interested because we only got one song from it so far. So what's the rest going to be like?
Yeah. And it's interesting because he's been putting out all these like different covers. So like it seems like they do just want to do something different.
Yeah. Dude, I'm in for anything that Dave Grohl does. I know we talked about him on the pod before, so I won't.
The Hotline Bling one was cool.
Yeah,
bro,
I watched that.
I would like. That's what I'm saying is like all these. I don't have no idea what he's gonna do next. This dude's just doing random covers.
Watch that just be on the album. Hotline.
It's wild, man. It's cool, and it's like he interacts with like different YouTubers and shit all the time. He's always doing something. I don't know how this dude has time to do anything like with his family or by himself because he's like always working with somebody. It's wild.
It'd be cool to see him do the like instrumentals and Drake be on the album singing like and you like hear like the band do it. Like, you know what I mean? That'd be amazing.
It's crazy. It's just those two dudes. It's just him and that other guy. It's just like playing synth and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're just making all these songs. That dude can jam on keyboards though.
Who is it?
I don't remember his name. I have to look it up. He's like a producer most of the time.
Interesting.
Man, I just scrolled upon something. I'm not trying to change the subject too much here, but like this is gonna change the subject.
That's cool.
Monster Hunter World. The review is out apparently.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you want to hear the score?
What is it?
Can we guess first?
Guess.
Okay.
Is it like out of 10?
Out of 10.
It's probably like.
I'm gonna say 4.
I was probably gonna say I was gonna guess 4, but I'll go with 5 since Evan guessed 4.
3.
Oh.
3.
That's bad.
That's not surprising.
Monster Hunter World from Resident Evil's Paul W.S. Anderson and Mila Jovovich is one of the year's worst movies.
That's
says,
a lot coming from a year that had like no movies.
Meandering plot devoid of a central focus or any meaningful world building. In the end, we have a dull-looking film that just pays lip service to underlying source material. And like we talked about this on the podcast. Like it's just like
surprise.
It's like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Why
it's like they heard about Monster Hunter and then just like, okay, that's cool. We're just gonna do this.
You know what I mean? Buy the rights to the name. Pick one thing from it. We'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Hollywood never learns, man.
I do.
What do you
Like,
guys think about?
Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you got something else to say on that, Wyatt, you can say that first. I did want to talk about something, and it was on the same subject of disappointment. So.
Oh, I was just gonna go off of like what we were saying about the video game movies. Like the same dude that made the Monster Hunter one made the Resident Evil ones, and they're already making like a new like retelling of the Resident Evil like live action movies.
Yeah.
And they released some like screenshots of the movie, and like it has the mansion from the original game. It has like the helicopter, and I'm like, that's what we wanted. That's what every Resident Evil fan wanted, and it's like these like movie studios just don't get it. Yeah.
That's what we've been waiting for.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Wait, so they're making a new one?
Mm-hmm.
What's it
and
called?
It's supposed to be like it's Resident Evil. Like they're just making another movie, like they're remaking it pretty much, and they're gonna do it like they're sticking to the source material.
Interesting. I did not know this.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a straight horror movie this time. It's not gonna be just like an action.
Mila Jankovic in it?
No.
Jankovic?
No, it's a complete redo. They're making it like a horror movie, I guess. Like how it's supposed to be with zombies. It's not gonna be like an action movie where she's kicking ass and I don't know.
In the desert for some reason.
Yeah. Explosions everywhere.
I did think the movies were kind of cool. But that's just because I like stupid I didn't think it had anything to do with Resident Evil. Like, as far as, like, Resident Evil, like, it was nothing near that. But I thought it was cool, like, especially that one scene where they're in that room with the lasers. And it's, like, chopping them up and shit. It's like, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
How was the Assassin's Creed movie?
Yeah.
I figured you watched it.
I did. And I fell asleep.
Oh, so not good.
Listen. You can't.
I didn't hear good things about it.
My opinion on movies necessarily when I fall asleep, because you could attest to the fact that I go to the movie theaters and I fall asleep.
You just have a problem falling asleep to the movies.
I watch Endgame in IMAX with the 3D glasses on. I'm just like, whoa.
You definitely taken on the dad persona, because I remember like growing up, like I would be in like that. My dad would watch movies, and like halfway through, he's just out. What's the point? Like you said, when I got there, you said you want to watch the movie.
Yeah, bro.
Did you fix the PS4?
No. Oh, did you try it, Vernon? Did you try that?
I did. I updated the software and it still makes the same noise. So like, I don't know.
Did you do the other thing? The
What's the other?
The what was it called? The rebuilding the.
No, I'm afraid it's gonna erase everything.
I don't think it will, but I would look into it before you hit the button.
Put everything on your external hard drive.
It is.
That's true. What are they gonna? What's? Yeah.
I don't know.
You can just download it from the PlayStation Store.
Listen, all I typed in is rebuild, like not even the whole word of build, and is rebuilding database on PS4 delete everything. Like that's the first. Like that's the first. Like.
Freaking Google listening in. Because
before you rebuild your PS4's database, rest assured that the process doesn't delete any of your saved data.
Okay. Yeah, because Wyatt, what his was doing was the disc was barely going in, but when it did get in, it did like this like little clunky noise, and then it would pop up saying unrecognized disc. Mine, the disc just wasn't going in at all. Like, it wasn't actually...
But it would read.
Because there was just dust over the sensor or some shit?
No, because he cleaned the eye.
I cleaned all that.
Oh, you took the whole thing apart? And...
Yeah, it's like a mechanical issue.
Yeah. It's
maybe maybe the eye isn't like moving. Maybe it's just staying in one spot. It's not moving how it's supposed to.
You know what? It kind of sounds like that, because it sounds like something's moving.
It sounded like it wasn't moving. Like it sounded like it wasn't spinning. Like it couldn't get.
It wanted to, but it was just like it went to and it just went.
Because I guarantee you that's why my PS4, whenever I was watching movies, when I would watch Blu-rays on it, if you pause the movie for like more than 10 seconds and you try to start it again, it's not gonna work. It'll keep making that sound that Vern talks about, where it like sounds like it's trying, and then like it'll just say disc. You can't read disc or disc error.
You know,
and I think it's because if I pause it, stops, and then it won't start again until I pull it out and put the disc back in.
But yeah, Vernon said before, like he could take it out, put it back in, and then eventually it might work. But
yeah,
you know what
see, mine didn't get that bad. Mine, I would have to take the disc out and put it back in, and then it would work.
And then it would work.
You guys remember me sitting there, like, just wait. I'm trying to get this disc to work. You know what I mean?
We'd be waiting for you to get on, and you're like, I keep taking it in and out, man. Just hope it is going to read.
Oh, it just sucks though. Like we can't. No GTA.
You guys can play GTA. I'll play Madden or something via the chat. It's all good. And plus, the vendors release Kate Bishop.
Me and Alex will pitch in a fund so we can get you GTA 5 and digital.
For the 30th time. Freaking GTA will never die.
If you guys did that, that would be the 4th time.
I guarantee you, Alex would.
GTA 5.
Oh, I know Alex.
Because I had it on 360. I had it on PS4 at launch, and then I sold it to GameStop years ago, and then I just bought it again a year or two ago, and I didn't get to play it yet.
Yeah.
So that's the 3rd time. So if that would be the
$30 right now on PSN.
It's how much?
$30. I'll pitch in 15 for that.
Listen,
for your GTA fund.
Take my copy of GTA 5 to GameStop and use whatever cash we get for that towards it too.
Yeah.
That's gonna have at least a $2 or $3 resale value.
And then if I download it, I'll have it on PS5 download too. You know what I mean? We don't have to worry about this.
Be able to upgrade it.
I think you should do it.
I definitely don't have the dough for it right now, to be honest with you. So I'm just I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'll play Madden or something.
I mean, to be fair, Quentin can't play it either. So I mean, if
that'll be my Christmas gift for you.
I'll 2 out of 5 of us.
Venmo you $30 for you to scoop GTA 5. I know you've owned this game 4 different times, but I'm gonna buy it for you.
But now it's permanent.
But now it's permanent,
now
so you can transfer it.
And then you can trade in the GTA physical copy, and then get Wyatt his Christmas gift with that.
Yeah.
Give me a pack of gum with the money that you get for the game. The
36 cents that I get for the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I guarantee they'll give you more in store credit than they would in cash probably.
Why? I had a cool ass present for you in my cart, and it was in my cart. I didn't buy it, and I'm like, I'll buy that when I get paid. I go back, that shit's gone, out of stock. I'll buy it. It wasn't nothing crazy cool. I'm gonna tell you what it was, because it was $10-15, but I was like, I saw it. And I was like, this is awesome. It was and I don't even know if you would actually even use it. But I always tend to get you Eagle shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a Eagles. It was picture I'm sure you've seen ads for it too. The little things that sit, the tiny little things, and it'll glow it'll be a glass with the eagle etched out, and it glows green. You know what I mean? But the glass is illuminated green. But you see
that's cool.
I figured maybe you put it in the corner or something game day. I was like, this looks pretty cool. Out of stock when I went to go fucking get it again. And to be honest with you, I didn't look again since then, and I should.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn it. God damn it. But I figured I'd tell you because I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
One of these times I'm planning, since I already did it for you, I could tell you about Alex and Cody. Eventually, my plan is to get them each a custom jersey, one for the Steelers and one for the Broncos through that, where we get them. Since I got you the Ohio State, I got an Eagles one and it turned out really well. So I mean, I want to get
he's got.
Yeah, I mean you can't see it right now.
Where'd I go? How did I disappear?
There it is. I see it a little bit.
How did I? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like a green screen.
You gotta pretend like you're wearing it. There you go.
Yeah, that one turned out really well.
This one turned out really, really nice, man. I really appreciate it, and it's dope that they're so quality, and they're $20-$30.
Yeah.
Evan has that nice.
Yeah, that one's nice. The one I got.
You have that nice Kittle one. I'll get you a custom one too, Evan. It won't be for a while now since you know about it.
Yeah. You gotta wait till I
Got
forget
surprised
about
Don't
you're
think
like 10
about it.
years.
Don't think about it when I ask about your favorite number again. If you had to pick
It's
a
like,
favorite number,
what's-
guys, what would it
it.
be?
Why don't just be like, hey guys, how you doing?
I
Evan,
did
what's
it
your
the
favorite
one
number?
time, and you guys didn't even question it. Like, if you guys had to pick a favorite number, what would it be? And you guys did it, no questions. And that's how I got Vern like his. And I was planning on getting Alex and Cody theirs, but like, I wasn't going to be able to get those two on time.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
11.
seriously what
Like,
you
all right,
did?
cool. Yeah, yo. So you see that new Star Wars game, bro? That shit looks really good. Yeah, man. That shit Yo, speaking of video games, I played Warzone today.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah?
I played the new map.
Oh,
There's
It's
a new
40
map?
I think you guys would enjoy this shit. Listen, this is the reason why. Listen, I know,
I'll play it.
Vernon,
I'll play
Vernon
it.
trying to get me to play Warzone. God damn it. Listen, I love
You
this
don't need to
game, and
sell me.
I can't play it by myself because it pisses me off. I know it pisses you guys off too, but I do love this game. And like I want to get good at it, but I can't get good at it because I get frustrated. I turn it off. But if I find my buddies, you know, that we get frustrated together, and it's not. You just keep going. You load up, go again. You know what I mean? So it's a little easier for me to. I don't know. That's at least the way I think about it. Like, but anyway, forget what I was saying. Oh, this new map. It's called what the fuck's it called? Rebirth Island. Okay, and it's an island, and it's tiny as shit. It's nowhere near the size of the real map. Okay,
Oh.
and there's 45 players on it.
Oh.
Like on the start, and you keep respawn. You land and you go battle royale, but like it's threes, it's trios, and
Mhm.
you land and like there's like boxes and stuff. You get your stuff. If you die, there's no gulag. You have to wait like 25 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like a respawn. But if all three of you die, you're done.
Yeah.
So like you're on the ground. If I die, say two of us die, there's one on the ground that's got like a count. He's got to survive 13 more seconds until the boys. So like you respawn and respawn and respawn
Until
and,
eventually.
Like, I got down to like fifth. I was like, oh shit! Like it was crazy, man. It was some wild shit. But like I was like, man, this would be fun.
I'll play it.
Play with me,
I'll
man.
download it.
Just
it'll take me a
download
week to
Warzone.
download it, but you know, I'll play it.
Just
Well,
download the
download
free Warzone on the PSN, bro. Don't even fuck with your disc. Just download Warzone on PSN.
Disc. I don't got a disc.
Well, whatever. Just go to fucking.
I'm kidding.
It's gonna be way easier. You're not gonna have to worry about any map packs or any bullshit. Like, just download Warzone. That's what I did. And listen, I had to out of necessity, but like, I remember Warzone was one of the games that worked, and I did it because I didn't do it because of the disc. I did it because of the hard drive. I did it because of the space, you know.
Yeah.
But I back when even my disc was working, I erased Call of Duty. You guys were mad at me because I was playing multiplayer. I just like Battle Royale, man. I love that shit. It's so fun.
I
love that shit.
It's funny because like you got me into COD Mobile, and I've been playing it still, but I never touched the Battle Royale.
Haven't.
Never touch it.
Oh, that's all I play. I win every game. I shit you not. I win every game on Battle Royale Mobile, and that's because it's just super easy. It's super, like, I'm not good. I mean, I might. I win every, and I do solo squads most of the time, bro. Like, I go into it, and I win every single game, bro. It's just like, I don't know if I'm playing against children.
You know what it is?
Or because
I'm pretty sure it's mostly bots.
Bro,
Battle Royale?
From what I've noticed in the multiplayer, you get mostly bots and then the occasional person. And I know when I die to a real person because it's like, okay, I shouldn't have died here. Like, you know, you get so used to it. And then someone just like
multiplayer.
And then like it'll tell you the gun. Well, now see, you wouldn't see that in Battle Royale, but in like multiplayer, like if they're using like a rare camo or a purple camo or something, like it shows up as a purple gun, and it's like, oh, obviously that's not a bot, that's a real person.
Right.
So like, you know, like one game I'll be like dropping a nuke, and then the next game I get like 8 kills, and I'm like, what happened? Do I suck now?
What the hell?
Like, no, I'm actually playing against real people.
And it's kind of crazy because, like you were saying, like I'm not good enough to be dropping nukes on console. You know what I mean? But if I go to multiplayer, I drop a nuke on like kill confirmed or something. Like it's just like ridiculous. It's so easy. It's just
that's like you got me into
and then
that
I
battle
put on
royale.
like scavenger.
We won the first game we played.
You know what's cool though? Me and Kai have been playing a lot of Fortnite
we were
together lately, and it's so fun playing. Like he's laying here on his Switch, and I'm sitting here on console, like, and we're just communicating. We don't need no headset. Like it's so, and it's just right here. You know, we won 2 games back to back the other day.
He's gonna be like,
you're just like,
you gotta think about this, Vernon. His shoulders are gonna get really wide from him carrying you so much. So
you want to hear a fact? Listen, I love this child. He is way better at Fortnite than me. Way better. But those 2 games that we won, the first game, I had 6 kills. He had 5. Okay. And then the second game, I had 7 kills. He had 6. Okay. So I'm just saying.
I know, like, the thing about that is, I know if I start playing Fortnite, I'm going to want to buy those dope ass skins. Like, I want to use the Mandalorian.
Bro.
I want to use, like.
Mandalorian skin right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would want to use the Mandalorian, and I would want to use like some other ones they have on there too.
They have.
And I would pay for them, just like the Raven skin that I bought.
I haven't like bought any skins for me. You know what I mean? Obviously, because I don't really play it. I only play it when he plays it usually. But like, I'd be buying him V-Bucks pretty much like whenever, not whenever he wants them, obviously, but like whenever I'm like, hey, Kyrie, I'll get you like $10 worth of V-Bucks or something. So he even saves up his V-Bucks throughout the battle passes and he gets the skins he wants. But he's got like all the OG ones now because he's played seasons on seasons on seasons on seasons.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I wonder how much that account is worth because it's got so many freaking skins on it.
All those old skins. Austin was playing mine. I forget what skin he was saying was rare. I think it was Calamity, and I'm like, really? This is rare?
Oh, wait.
That's I mean, but to him, I mean, they're in what season? It's chapter 2, or is it chapter 3?
Season 5, I think. Of chapter 2, season 5.
That was like 10 seasons ago, Calamity. I mean,
yo, one of the things I'm most proud of on that Fortnite account, and like I said, I don't even play it. It's Kyrie's now. But like, because I linked, it's even cooler. Is like he plays on it because I linked it to the Switch account, so he does all his thing. He's all my progress and everything. But like, I have the season 1 or not the season 2 victory umbrella, that snowflake umbrella, and like that shit. Like it's season 2. Like I know it's not like that difficult, but
no, I don't have that one. I don't think I have that one.
Season 2 victory umbrella, man. I use every time I play. I put that shit on. Just
season 2 was that the sculpture or season 2 John Wick?
OG. Huh?
Was season 2 John Wick, or was that season 3?
I think that might have been season 3.
I think it was season 3 because I know I got John Wick, but I don't think I got the snowflake. I might. I don't know. I didn't know that was
played
rare.
it in its heyday, and like I mean, I know it's still huge, but we played it whenever it was like.
We played it on the rise. Like that's when, and then the kids got a hold of it.
Talk about Fortnite. You don't know nothing about Fortnite. We've seen the beginning of Fortnite.
What you know about?
Yeah, I was telling him like he knows how to do the whole like stair wall floor like in one button press. You know, that kind of thing. And I'm like, dude, in my day, we built like a giant 4x4 and we stood in it and sniped people, and that's how you played the game.
Yeah, we didn't just do that. We used towers.
Well, yeah,
double tower.
Bro, if I had a time machine, you know what? I want to go back in time and play the lottery or
I'd play Fortnite in season 3.
I would go back in time with Kyrie and his skill level that he is in Fortnite right now.
Oh my god!
And put him up against Ninja in his prime, like not even in his prime, like when Ninja was like the best at the game in the very beginning. When he like compared to now, like you know how it is, like just the. I bet you $1 million.
Imagine Kyrie with a double pump.
Oh my
and then
god!
Kyrie becomes the next ninja, like the ninja.
Vernon's like on the phone with Red Bull, like, "Hey, you guys have to see this.
I got somebody.
You talking to that Tyler Blevins kid?
Never seen nothing.
Forget
like
him.
Yeah, Tyler Blevins. How about Kyrie? maintenance. How about that? Like, just show him like a highlight reel of just he be trying to trick shot people. I'm just like, you're crazy, man. You're crazy.
He's like that professional level right now, where he's trick shotting.
He's bored with his 17 kill wins. You know, he's got to get some crazy kill cams.
He gets bored with it, bro. I remember whenever Cars came out, when they first came out, he was winning games with like 18, 19 kills, and he was just like, I remember I was just sitting on the couch. He was running people over the whole time. Like, he was just like laughing his ass off. Because he'd be like chilling, he'd be playing, and I'm just on the couch or something, and I would hear him just like, like, and then he would hit him, and just like, he would be laughing. And like, I'd look over at him, and he's just like, these cars are awesome. And like, if he couldn't, it was so. I'm glad he's like, he loves it. He found something he really likes, you know. Obviously, he doesn't really play it as much as he used to, but like he's gotten really good at it. It's pretty cool. It's cool to see it have such an interest in something.
Yeah.
Still sticking around, standing the test of time.
Fortnite, man. Fortnite went up against Apple, and they were like,
okay, we just take us off. We don't care.
You know what is crazy about Fortnite? Is that Warzone made, I think, $3 billion last year or something like that.
Fortnite probably
just Warzone. And that's the first thought that comes to your head is like, Fortnite probably made. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm like, Fortnite is doing just fine.
Because I think like
especially now,
what am I gonna
with
buy?
All the shit they're releasing.
Like, I'm not buying stuff in Warzone, but Fortnite, like, buy Fortnite skins.
Yeah,
Captain America.
They're partnering up with these huge like Disney and like all these other places getting
Walking Dead.
Remember when
getting
they first
skins now?
up with,
Master Chief was on there now.
When they had Thanos the first time, that was like the first big thing when you could play as Thanos.
Everybody's like, there's no, because like Fortnite that was when it was rising. Everybody's like, Fortnite is crazy, man. This is like a game we never seen before. And then like, there's no way we'll have Thanos in this shit. Next thing you know, the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos is in the game.
That was Infinity War when that came out, right?
Yeah, they did it again for Endgame.
Oh, they brought it back for Endgame.
Yeah, but it was different.
Some wild shit.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Now they're doing like, they have something like every month now, like 2 crazy things every month or some shit.
Actually, I did see that you said about Master Chief. I did see that when he was playing.
Yeah, they actually released that the night of the Game Awards last week.
Because
the Game Awards was this past week. And
I showed him the clip I had. I had this like crazy snipe. I forget, there was this guy bandaging up, and then I went to snipe him, and he turned, and as he was bandaging, the sniper bullet went right between his armhole. It was
dude. I remember
the trailer for next gen Fortnite.
Next gen Fortnite.
Look, it comes out I think next week. I was hearing about it. I saw the trailer. The trailer came out a couple weeks ago, but just look it up. Whatever you like, just like the net, what it looks like on PS5, like, and because it's like optimized. It's like it's Fortnite. It's gonna be crossplay, but it's like a better. It's playable on there right now, you know. But like, it's a optimized version of it, I guess. Like it's the same way Cyberpunk's coming out with like a better version next year or whatever for PS5.
Can we talk about that?
I don't want to,
because that was something I wanted to talk about.
Because to be honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, personally, I wasn't gonna buy Cyberpunk for the PS4 anyway. Like that was never my goal in the first place. Like I never had any intentions of buying it. I didn't think it was gonna come out on PS4, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Even back whenever we're waiting, this is a next gen game. You know what I mean? Like I never had any real intentions of buying on PS4. So like to me, the game's not out yet. The PS5 version's not out yet. You know, I don't know what these guys are playing, but apparently the game's not out yet, as far as I'm concerned. You know, so that's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, I was excited for it. You know, like I obviously I was excited for it. I said I would buy it. I didn't realize that it was completely unoptimized for this generation of consoles.
Yeah, this past generation.
I mean, I was looking at the complaints, and at first, I haven't really watched any gameplay and stuff because I don't want to get spoiled on anything.
Same here. I haven't really watched too much.
I watched like some reviews and stuff, you know, like general, like what's
watched
going on with it.
non-spoilery shit about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't, I know some things that might happen, but nothing that I'm either going to remember or is going to really affect my experience with it. But it seems like a lot of the complaints are just kind of like what you said. This is not a this generation game. Like, this game should not have been released, and I think they knew that. Like, everyone was bitching at them for pushing it back and pushing it back. It should have just
like, whoa, you should have delayed it.
They released it to coincide with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. What is the new one? Series
X.
Series X. I don't know.
They should have released it as a PC only right now.
Hey, you know what? I read an article today that said exactly that. They said, in hindsight, we probably should have just released it for PC.
They said that?
I guarantee you.
I guarantee you
they made it for PC and next gen consoles, and then they're like, we got to find a way to fit it on for the past gen.
They said,
and that's why they're having so many.
That's what this new patch is going to be. They said that the next generation version of the game plays nothing like the current version. Like, that's how they envisioned it. Like, when they
had a ton of issues porting it to PS4 and Xbox One.
Okay. I mean, this is a really good example. Look at 360 PS3 version of GTA 5. It's not pretty. Like, compared to the PlayStation 4 version, I mean, it was I wouldn't call it maybe a mess. It's not nearly on this level.
It was Rockstar.
But
Rockstar usually releases pretty quality for whatever it's on.
But it's still it was not.
I get what you're
6
saying.
isn't out.
Yeah.
6 won't be out until like 2 years into the PS5's life cycle.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can sell.
But it'll be out.
They can sell GTA 5 for another year.
Oh, it'll
too.
come out.
They've been hitting hard on GTA 6 lately, bro. You've been seeing the shit like the coordinates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see the coordinates thing? That shit was crazy. I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa. Like where it just points to a road that looks like a 6, like the V.
I did read about that.
Like, whoa, something. Like, there's like,
6.
and then apparently there's something else that was like in game that's hinting towards it too, online that people have been finding. So like, it's coming, but like,
I think it's
I would rather than.
way.
But like, I would just wish they would have just. I mean, I guess they were getting death threats though for delaying it, and then the same people that would send those kind of things are the ones bitching about that the game's super buggy. Of course it's buggy.
What do you expect?
They delayed it like 6 times. Clearly they had issues with it. Like, I don't know. I feel like,
you know what I'm happy about throughout all this?
What's that?
They recouped their money day one.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna mention is they already made their money back for making it.
That's good.
8 years of production costs recouped on day one. Now they could put out this fire, because I think people this doesn't affect me wanting to buy it on PS5 at all.
Yeah,
and if there's
it doesn't affect it for me either.
If there's millions of me out there, they're gonna get even more money. You know what I mean? So like they're gonna be well funded. Fix this problem. Put the fire out. Put the fire out here that I don't care about, but I know millions of people do. There's like I don't have a PS5 yet, so like I don't know what I mean. Like I just know it's in the future when I even get my hands on this game, because I just I don't want to play it on PS. Even the Avengers feels like I would enjoy that more on PS5. You know what I mean? It feels laggy at some points, and like that other games don't. Like Last of Us 2 was smooth as shit, but like I don't know. I'm just getting sidetracked.
Ghost of Tsushima the same way. It's smooth. Even though I would have liked it better on PS5, it was a great game on PS4.
It was optimized for the PlayStation 4 at least.
Yeah.
Avengers is a mess all around, but like it is feeling better and better. I know every update, like, but
they're
like it just something about it, man. I can't wait. I do want to play. I was playing a little bit today. I do want to play that with all you guys eventually, because it's a.
I know
a
lot of
people.
Yeah, that's what I've seen about it. I've heard about it. It's pretty fun, especially like if you're playing with people.
Right.
But a lot of people bitch about like day one patches and like all these like day one things, and they don't understand that like the game is completed weeks.
Yeah.
Like the disc and everything, and the one that's coming out is completed weeks in advance. That has to be ready to be like packaged and shipped and everything. And the whole time after it's already completed, since it's nowadays, they're able to work on the game still. and and perfect it. That's why the day one patches, because that's everything that they improved since they finished the core game.
Why? I don't get why people are upset about a day one patch. Back in the day, you bought a game and it was buggy. You're stuck with it. Like
exactly,
now,
and that's what people don't get.
It's
They're
fixed.
just like, I remember the days I would get a game and that's what you have, and it's like, don't you want improvements on something?
That's
like
not
that,
better.
You know? Like,
this is better.
They want to make video games great again.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
For real, I would like something improved. And that's the thing is like Cyberpunk. I know that like the PS5 version that's going to come out is going to be, they're going to have the work done on it. Like that's why they haven't released that yet. Because that's the one they're probably working towards the most. That's the one they're perfecting.
Let that one be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got issues.
But you got issues with Vern.
Yeah. Then you can complain.
Like
then I'm gonna come at your head because I'll be baffled by that point because I know you got money. You've been making buku money. Where's my video game? I've been waiting 10 years. 10 years by this point.
But you know, it seems like from what I've seen, not spoilers, you know, but from what people have said, the core gameplay, like the characters, all that kind of stuff, people seem to enjoy that part, which for me, you know, I don't have the time to sit and play through it. You know, I'm not going to 100% a game like that. But if I
think the PC version got like 9 out of 10 pretty much everywhere. Like it's an amazing game, they say.
It's just a lot of penises flying around. That's all. I mean,
apparently they're going to tone down on the dildos. There's
apparently that's a bug.
Of dildos. Oh, is it a bug? Because they said like there is like abundance of dildos in the game, like everywhere, bro. I saw this one picture or a video today where like the dude was walking up on like a stand that was selling like magazines and shit, and like the advertisement board on the bottom of the stand was like a screen, and it just had like a picture of a guy, and like it was like he was like, and it was 2 booty cheeks and legs, like he was just like, and I was like, yo, this shit looks crazy. That was like one of the advertisements, like he was like. And there was just a booty in front of it. Like, you couldn't see his, like, the bottom of his, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can picture it. I can picture it, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's wild.
Was so great. I'm like, this shit looks like I would be laughing my ass off and enjoying
the whole time.
But, like, I want to wait. I want to wait for the best experience.
Exactly.
But like, you know, I mean, it's a giant open world. It's not, you know, I don't want to excuse things that may have been, you know, completely overlooked, but it seems like they did a good job, just not, you know, this version of it wasn't, this isn't their pride and joy. You know, the next generation is what they really want.
Yeah.
Right.
Want people to see, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm excited for it.
They'd rather disappoint with the PS4 and Xbox One and not the next gen.
Us people in the past.
You want the experience, buy the PS5 or Xbox Series X.
I would if I could.
That'll show you.
Even if I had the money, I probably couldn't get it. You fought tooth and nail to get one. What?
Bro, yeah.
People still can't get them.
Everything is out of stock, dude. I bought memory for my computer. I bought another 8 GB stick. I went on the website that sells the same because I was talking to you guys in the chat about it. I wanted to make sure I got the same. I don't know if it'll screw anything up, but I went to the website and it said which retailer sold it. The 3 I clicked on said they were out of stock, and the 1 said they were in stock. I'm like, cool, okay. Place the order, $28, whatever. I click on the order history, and it says back ordered. I'm like, what the hell?
I know what it's like to get the PS5. Because that's what it's like.
That's not what in stock means. In stock means
get
you're
it
ready
in
to
your
ship
cart,
it.
you pay for it, you get, and then the final click is like, nope, out of stock.
No, but like I bought it. Like, I bought it already.
For real?
Yeah, like I paid for it.
That happened to people, like the one dude that I followed whenever I was trying to get my PS5. I was following this dude on Twitter who would find like the stock updates and post them like before they were about to go up. And he ended up scooping one from Kohl's because Kohl's started selling them.
Wow.
And he paid for it, got a verification notice. He's like, I finally scooped one. And then the next day he got an email from him saying like, sorry, it's out of stock. We're giving you your money back. Like all the like he got an email saying like his order was canceled.
Oh,
And he's like,
no.
What the fuck? He's like, I paid for it. Like it took the money out that night. And he's like, I got it. And then the next day he's like, your order's canceled. Here's your money back. He's like, you gotta be shitting me. But like as of right now, I'm not going hard at all. Like I check every now and then, but I've been trying to find the docking station since I have 2 controllers, so you can put the controllers in for the PS5 and no charge. And it's like out of stock everywhere. Like you can't even get one. So I mean, I'm not going nearly as hard as I was to get the console. I check every now and then. Like, oh, nope, out of stock.
Was last generation such like short on supply?
No.
Like, why is everything so? Is it COVID related? Maybe.
I think it is. I mean, that's what we talked about with Alex too. Like, he didn't think it was COVID related, but I think it is.
I mean, it could be.
But
I don't know.
I think it definitely is. I think it has, especially with the way like the postal services and like shipping everything right now. Everything was backed up.
Yeah, I tell people that at the bank. They ask like how long their debit card's going to be, and I'm like, well, they tell me this, but you know.
That's why like no matter where you order from, it tells you expect it to be like 3 to 4 weeks late, like at max.
Yeah, that's what happens
because of how everything is. No matter what you go, like if you order from a site, I've seen it a couple times, like expect it to be late, like by this amount of time. And hey, it is what it is, man. But it is like I don't think it's been nearly this bad. I don't think the scalping like of the consoles have been nearly this bad. Like the scalpers that are out here.
I know what you meant by scalping,
retail.
but I just thought of like
out here scalping people.
That's what I thought. You said
it's like people haven't been scalping each other for consoles. Like, give me that console.
Like, I didn't think it was that bad. It's
because like there was a lot more retail consoles sold back in 2013.
Exactly, everything was online.
Yeah,
up to a point. Up until I think like after Black Friday. Like I think now you can get them in stores, maybe if they have them.
Yeah,
but
I've seen videos of people getting Xboxes in stores. Like, he walked up to the counter and he was excited as shit because he asked if they had them, and he did. And he was like, "Oh!" And he was like, "I wasn't even coming in here for this." And he like swiped his card. Like he's like, "I can't believe you have this in slot." He was just super hyped.
There was like a good first couple weeks where it was all online, and that's how like people were using bots to scoop them up. Like I know, like I saw it today. I think the UK are putting a bill through. So like to like stop that kind of shit, like put more protections behind it and like punishment for the scalpers. Yeah, they want to make it illegal to do that shit. And I mean, that's pretty cool. It's getting recognized like that because it's a problem. Like they said, like scalpers were making like 60 mil or something off of that kind of shit. Like just scooping consoles and reselling them for outrageous prices.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And like. It is the fault of the scalpers because they're doing this bullshit, but it's the fault of the people that are paying outrageous money for them.
That's true too.
Like if you don't buy them, then they're stuck with them, and then what are they gonna do?
Like why would you buy a $500 console for even $750? Like I guess I could maybe see someone spending an extra $200 to get it now, but $1,000, you know,
for Christmas possibly. Like if they wanted to get it for like a kid and they were like, fuck it.
I heard like the highest price I've heard so far was like $1,600 or $1,700. Like, that's $1,200.
Whenever I was looking for them, like, because I had like there was like a Chrome browser that you can select like off of Best Buy, Walmart, and it'll put them all in a row at Amazon. And whenever it's in stock, it'll ding you, so it'll automatically tell you it's in stock. And like constantly, I would get Amazon ones, and eBay ones, and they would be $1,600, $1,500, $1,700. And it's outrageous, and it is the fault of the scalpers. But people need to realize that the consoles are gonna come out. They're not limited. They're gonna make them available for everybody. If you don't buy them from these people, it's gonna hurt them in the long run.
Yeah, like you don't need it right now. Like I get it, but
there's no way I was paying more than the retail price for that PS5. No way.
That's crazy. I don't know why people do that with anything. I mean,
it was hilarious to see on Twitter too, because like the whole time whenever I would be on Twitter looking for them, like people would post them like, "Hey, I'm selling a PS5. Like I scooped." They had a picture of 2 of them, and people were just ripping them in the comments, like, you're a piece of shit, fuck you. Like, dude, like they're just going at these people for like posting them on Twitter, like, I'm reselling like these PS5s or whatever. And like people are like, nope, not interested, fuck you.
And
like,
then there's probably like 2 or 3 that are
posting
like, how much?
yeah, there is the couple that are like, how much you give soda for? But like, it's still available. It's like, you, man.
And then
people
you got
dumb.
like people on eBay that are selling it, but then like in the description that no one reads, it's like, this is a box of a PlayStation 5, and you pay $500
or like
for
a piece
box.
of paper of like with a picture of a PS5.
Oh, people
Like,
get like
bro,
so hasty to buy stuff like that, and then they don't read.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done it before on eBay. Like, not the PS5, but like I remember I was looking at like the Batman animated series on Blu-ray, and there was like a collector's edition that comes with like 2 miniature Funkos in it.
Okay.
And I saw it, and it was cheap enough, cheaper than the other ones I saw, and I was like, I'm scooping this, and I bought it. And then like luckily the fucking seller messaged me and is like, you know, this is just the Funkos and the actual case. It doesn't include the actual discs in the movies. And I was like, oh, can you cancel my order?
Wow.
Like, yeah, no problem.
Good on them.
But like the seller like, hey man, I just want to let you know this is just like the actual collector's box with the Funkos, not the actual discs. And I was like, oh, thanks, dude, because I wouldn't have known. I would have got it and be like, what the fuck, man? I got ripped off. And he would have been like, hey, it's in the fine print, and you didn't read it.
You didn't read your contract.
Yeah.
That's what it is, though. Like, I mean, it technically is the buyer's fault.
I've done it, dude.
The seller's a piece of shit for doing stuff like that. But I mean, maybe not.
I think he was doing it just because it was a collector's thing at that point.
Your
but
case,
like,
and maybe not.
He was cool enough to like ask me to like make sure I knew what I was buying. You know.
Yeah. You probably just wanted the discs.
Most people wouldn't do that shit.
No. I mean,
most people would be like, "Shit, fuck you! I'm taking your money, no refunds."
You know what you bought.
So it was like $40, and I was like, "I'm gonna get the whole animated series on Blu-ray for like $45."
Plus the pop figures.
Plus the pop figures, hell yeah! Nope, just in case.
Those pop figures go for crazy amounts.
Bro, I love them. I don't have a ton of them, but like I love like looking at like, 'cause they always have like new ones that are coming out. I like seeing what all the new ones that come out.
I wonder.
I look at all the Dragon Ball Z ones.
Oh, I always do when I'm like at Walmart and stuff. I want to see how much the one I sold for, if it's any more now. Because I sold one on eBay.
I scooped one because like I know she's not gonna watch the podcast, so I can say it on here. But I scooped a net one for Christmas, and it's like I don't know if you watched Parks and Recreation, but there's a scene where like they go to a club and they get drunk off of like snake juice, and there's a one scene of Ron Swanson and he's drunk as shit with like this hat on and he's dancing, and the Funko is of him just like with his eyes closed, like dancing with that hat on, and it's like you could tell he's like drunk in it. And it was like a limited thing where it was like each day they were like releasing like limited Funkos for like leading up to Christmas, and I was like, I'm gonna scoop this real quick, and I'm glad I did because it's like sold out now. But I love seeing that.
This one's worth a lot more now. Not a lot more. One? I sold it was a Ross Geller from Friends.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was the first run of them with he had Marcel the monkey. And I bought it for like the regular retail price. I sold it for $50.
Damn.
But now it's like 100. So.
Damn.
Yeah, apparently
I know there's
vaulted.
Like the Beatles Yellow Submarine ones. You can't even like they're like $100, like $200.
The most expensive one I've seen is actually a Dragon Ball one, Vernon.
Really?
It's the Arlia Vegeta, the one where he has like the brownish hair.
Yeah. Huh.
That is worth. Let me look it up on eBay. Let's see. 4,000, 1,500, 4,500, 3,600. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one says 10,000 in mint condition.
Oh my god.
Someone got it graded. It says graded 85 plus gold Planet Arlia Vegeta, $10,000.
God damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Crazy. I've
Even
looked at like
unboxed, dude. It's like going for $50.
it's unboxed.
No, not that one. But even
Oh.
the unboxed ones are going for like $50.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not. I would scoop that though. If like even the box ones are going for 10,000, fuck it. I would pay $50 for one, like an unboxed one. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
But
and I
I've
was
seen
like, there's no way.
the Rocky Horror ones that they have. They're like the first. Like they don't make them anymore. So like all of those are 100 or more. And I always wanted to scoop one for a net, but that's not happening.
Oh, I see. It was a New York City it was a New York Comic Con exclusive. That Planet Harley of
yeah.
Vegeta.
You could only get them at New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do those too, man.
That's wild. Yeah, he has like the brown suit and everything. Like it has that whole like brown tint from that episode.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a DBZ one that's out now I like, and it's Goku sitting there eating ramen. It's really cool. He has like ramen noodles hanging out of his mouth, and he's holding the bowl.
That's funny.
And he's just crouched sitting ramen. It's really cool.
Yeah, people even
They're
sell like
wild.
the custom versions of it. Like they're not actually.
Yeah, there's tons of custom ones out there. Like, dude, I just saw that like if you go to one of their stores, because they have stores out, if you go to their stores now, you can make custom ones of like yourself.
Jeez.
Like you can like give them a picture or whatever, or else you can like just customize one that look like you. It's wild.
Dude, some of these Goku pops are cool.
Yo,
Pops. Fuck
this
those are
website's
cool.
got these Vegeta pops for $27.96.
What?
Funko Pop Dragon Ball Z Planet Arlia Vegeta number 10, $27.96.
That's not gonna be legit. Apparently,
the
a
website
lot
does
of
not
people,
look legit.
a lot of people recolor them. Like they'll actually, like, I think there's a Vegeta version that looks just like that, with like his regular Saiyan armor, but I think people recolor it to look like the Planet Arlia one.
Those bastards.
Yeah, that's something I would probably never buy because of. Oh, I see the one with Goku eating noodles. He's dead. He has a halo. That must have been from the Buu saga.
Man, I love Dragon Ball Z.
I know.
I fucking love that shit.
Dude, I
So
could.
goddamn much.
I got.
Yo,
Someone,
apparently,
yeah.
speaking, we were talking about Cyberpunk. There is some news. Cyberpunk 2077 issues lead to a $1 billion loss because of just the
Damn.
issues.
Damn, so maybe they didn't make any money.
Maybe
It says it cuts the sales estimate from 30 to 25 mil.
Oh shit.
It's some wild, like million copies, not like $1 million. So they say like they lost like 5.6 million copies because of it, pretty much
Damn.
off the sales estimate.
Yeah, because nobody's buying it now on
Yeah.
PS4. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna go out and buy it now.
Well, that and apparently they were issuing refunds for it, like
Yeah.
Sony
Yeah.
and Cyberpunk, like CD Projekt Red.
I saw an article that said to not ask Sony for a refund. Like ask
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red for the refund.
Yeah, and apparently they just stopped doing that now.
Yeah.
they're not they're not issuing any more refunds.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that today.
Well, there goes all the profits that you were talking about, Vernon.
Yeah, well, if it comes out on PS5 all shitty, I'm gonna be real mad.
I'll be real mad too because that's what I'm specifically waiting for. Like, come on now.
You know, at least we will know what we're getting. It's not going to be something like No Man's Sky where like they promise you multiplayer and you can't even see the other person. Like at least we'll
That's
get
why
what
I
we
like-
promised. It just might.
That's
bug
what
me.
I'm worried about with like Elder Scrolls, bro. Because Bethesda are known for their fucking crazy bugs
Well,
and glitches.
I was just
and you're
gonna
gonna take
say,
10 years to work on 10 or 11 years to work on the next Elder Scrolls, and it better not be bad because people gonna be pissed.
like we have all these like AAA studios that release shit. You know, like they release a game that should not have been released, and they get a.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't get a pass, but you know. But then, like CD
Anthem.
Projekt Red, not even a AAA
Yeah,
studio, releases
BioWare.
an ambitious game of this size. Yeah, it's buggy. You know, like give them time to fix it.
But then there's like smaller studios that are making like I wouldn't say indie games, but bigger games that are actually really good and like not that buggy because they take their time with them. Like how Horizon was, like Horizon Zero Dawn, that wasn't that buggy at all. It was a great game. Like it was
God
like
of
a
War.
God of War. It was a great game. Like most of Sony's stuff are pretty like chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can't like they put quality.
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us, Uncharted's, most like
Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just
God
trying
of
to think of
War,
PlayStation.
like, yeah, I
4,
mean, most of
you know.
those kind of things, like even Rockstar games, you don't
Yeah.
find too many things that are wrong with Rockstar shit that they put out. I mean, online's a different thing because it's online.
Yeah.
But like
You're
the
gonna have
main
issues.
like single player shit that you're doing, like that's pretty much perfected by the time. they
Madden
release
puts the same game out every year and it's still buggy.
it. Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
and
Yeah,
people are
that's
just
just it.
now getting pissed about it.
It's been like 20 years.
It's buggy and it's the same bugs every year.
People had enough because this year they finally had like the hashtag like cancel Madden or like cancel EA or some shit because of like how they've been treating Madden, man.
I saw this article on Twitter because I was trying to get on. I was on Twitter a little bit today, trying to use that a little bit more. But I guess there's this thing going on where there's this. I think it's a senator. He's introducing a bill that'll make it so like if you're a Twitch streamer and you're playing music, you can actually like it. The offense can actually be up to a felony.
Really?
Like a felony offense, like a DMCA takedown. Like yeah, it's. I think I could have read it wrong.
Straight
I think
copyright infringement. You going down, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, because even someone as big as Ninja.
Imagine streaming,
you
playing
know,
a cool
like,
ass
come on.
game, just chilling at night, and then all of a sudden your door gets kicked the fuck in, and SWAT team go like,
You're playing
What?
Travis Scott. No.
Travis comes in behind him, and he's like, "Yeah, that's the motherfucker right there.
That's the
That's him."
motherfucker. He's like got his phone like with his stream up, just like that's the motherfucker right there.
You see it? You see it?
And you have like 2 viewers. Like
And one of them was Travis Scott.
You're shut down.
The other was you.
The other was you on your phone on your
Because
bed.
Exactly. That's what I have. I usually have my laptop up there on Twitch. Exactly.
That's
so
it.
the other one is Travis Scott.
That's the motherfucker right there. That shit, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
No,
terrible.
no.
But yeah, like
swear.
that's a thing. Like
I'll turn it off.
why is that? Why? I don't know, man.
It's like Alex when we do these podcasts, bro. He has the TV on in the
Yeah.
background. He's just
Like,
gonna get
stop.
raided one of these days.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg's gonna be like, is he playing Jurassic Park on YouTube?
I can hear it.
That other kid just said it was Jurassic Park. That's verification.
Verification.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh my god.
Our copyright problems are over.
They take the Squad Pod page down. They're like, no,
That'll
ruined
show 'em.
us. The sports
We'll
one
just
didn't
figure
do
out the
anything
next
wrong.
move.
The sports one, leave the sports.
Alex
video.
is
We have
never on the
original
sports
music.
one. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
We have original music.
That's true.
Exactly. Like, where'd you get that music?
Hey,
Our boy made it.
hey.
That's
He didn't use
called
Turns
samples.
out-
He made it himself.
fair
He
use.
didn't clear the samples, and now we're getting taken
Yeah,
down.
we
in-
should.
in the-
Nate, why didn't you tell us that you had samples in there? You didn't get them cleared, man.
some dude in like North Korea, in South Korea, like noticed it. Or, you know what I mean? Like I hear like a lot of albums are held up by like samples that are owned in different countries. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's not even all American type stuff anymore.
He's like, that's my drum fill I made that I uploaded or whatever. Like,
In 2006,
On my MySpace.
he just goes, I'm gonna get this son of a bitch. Get me the FBI.
But isn't that crazy though? Like I get copyright. I get what it can do and what harm it can cause. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I get it to an extent, but to felonize
You're not
someone.
selling anything though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you know, like
Like,
you can't. I guess.
I can understand pulling it, but to like charge you with something for it.
Yeah. You know, like I think
Yeah.
most people are on board now. Like, okay, businesses in general, which includes things like YouTube streaming and everything. If you're making money on it, you can't play music without permission. Like
Yeah.
that's how it works. But like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you shouldn't be able to charge someone with a felony.
You're gonna charge people. Go out and get the fucking pirates.
Yeah.
Go out getting the people that are actually downloading them.
That's
songs
what Cody's
and
doing. He's
albums
getting
and
the pirates
movies.
now.
Yeah.
Cody's going after the
Cody's
pirates.
going after the real
Cody's-
pirates.
But seriously, like, there's people doing far worse with this like content that like you're pulling. Like, just because somebody had a song, like, I understand pulling it down, but like you're
Yeah.
gonna charge or like possibly ruin someone's life because they had a song on their YouTube page or some shit.
Right. That's
I was
just
trying.
Or
I
the
was actually
stream.
gonna. I was gonna retweet it or retweet what I saw and make a post with the hashtag. But I only saw one. I think it was one or two news articles on it, and I'm like, either it's just not that big or it's not quite verified yet. And I didn't want to share something that was on some like offbeat news site. You know, like I. But it was like
Yeah.
it was trending. Like it was like the #1 trending thing on Twitter right now. But still, I didn't see anything researching it, so I didn't want to.
Dude ends up going to his
Yeah.
job interview and they're like, I see you have a felony on here, like we can't hire you. What'd you do? He's like, oh, I was streaming fucking I was playing
I played Billie
Assassin's
Eilish on my-
Creed
yeah.
and I accidentally had something on in the background. I was listening to Africa by Toto.
I was
some
playing
shit.
Tony Hawk's Underground and
They're like,
Holiday by Green Day came on.
Get out,
Get out of here,
Get
you
out.
dirty felon. And
Yeah.
it's like,
bastard.
But like, yeah,
what did I
imagine
do?
imagine playing like a game and you didn't know that like there was an in-game soundtrack with real music, and then it starts playing the real music, like a Tony Hawk game. You know, like those
Yeah.
soundtracks were like, you know, they were awesome, but you know, you
Dude, that's
know
some
there's-
bullshit too. If it's part of the game, it's part of the game. Why are you gonna like pull somebody for something that's part of the game?
You just have to turn the music off.
I guess.
That's the
It's
only
just-
thing.
Oh, man,
BS.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
that is BS.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I don't
that was
think we
crazy.
ever worried about that when we were playing GTA. When we were,
Oh
like,
yeah,
listening to
it's
songs and
true.
shit.
But you know, because before they used to play the covers, you know, like they weren't actually the songs; they were just
Yeah,
like they were the
that's how
songs.
Guitar
but
Hero
just-
got around it for the longest time. Guitar Hero had just like remade songs that if they couldn't get the rights,
That's
they
true.
would just have someone cover the song.
They would. I remember
Yeah.
that. There's
Yeah,
no
like
way that's
Guitar
legal.
Hero 2 had like no original like
Yeah.
tracks on it. It was all covers.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
had. I think on the game they had videos of them actually doing it, like behind
Yeah.
the scenes stuff.
Wait, so like, how'd they get around that? Like, how'd they do that?
Fair
legally?
use. It's a cover.
So
Yeah.
you can like. That's wild.
You can't. You can't do that.
I'm just trying to wrap my head
I
around
don't know
that.
why they did it. I don't know what the reasoning was or
I'm
why.
gonna have to look into that.
The reasoning was probably because they didn't want to pay the money. They'd rather pay someone to cover it.
Maybe maybe it has to do with like a rights thing where like they can get the rights to the song, but not like the actual like. I don't know, like the vocals and
You'd
like
have to
that
still
kind of
pay
shit.
them.
Maybe they can get the rights to the actual song to use, but not not the official song. They can get the rights to
Yeah.
cover it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know
Very
how it
interesting.
is, but that
I-
because maybe it's a money thing. Because as they got more progressed, like Rock Band, it's mostly like the originals most
Yeah.
of the time.
I think they did a really good job though, because like most of the time you can't even tell that they were covers. I
Yeah.
mean, while you're playing,
Well, they
because you know you got the
why?
strumming and everything going on, you're not really super into the song, but yeah, like they did a good job at actually covering them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people like Vern didn't know that. I didn't know it until a couple years ago until I saw some shit on it.
That's crazy.
I didn't know it was most of the songs. I feel like I saw
Yeah, it was a lot of them.
there. I remember seeing a behind the scenes video, and I think it was on the disc. Like maybe
Yeah.
it was Guitar Hero 3 that they did that with. That I saw that behind the scenes
Maybe.
video.
So I remember like on 2, I think like the one Avenged Sevenfold song was redone. There's a couple one like Cherry Pie, I think was redone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them that were huge on there that were redone completely.
Man, I love Guitar
I don't
Hero.
know. Yeah, they should make a next gen Guitar Hero rock band. Bring it back.
Look up that Fortnite next gen trailer then.
Oh, I will, man. I've been trying to figure out what games are like releasing next gen versions so I can kind of download.
Man,
Do you know what I'm excited for with next
I'll
gen?
be happy as shit.
I want like the higher FPS. You know, like the 90 or 120 frames per second. You know,
Yeah, you know what? Some shit. I on Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there's 2 separate ways you can play it. There's like a performance mode and like a graphics mode.
Yeah.
The performance mode is like it's this. I think it's like the lower frames per second, but it has the better graphics and everything.
Yeah.
And then the other one has like has like 60 frames per second, but it's not as like. It's just a little graphically worse than the other one. So it's like you either pick if or like. But recently, of course, after I beat Spider-Man Miles Morales, they released a patch where like they introduced the 60 frames per second with the ray tracing, with everything else and all that patch, where it looks like the best that it can right now.
It probably looks
sons of
beautiful.
bitches. It probably I mean, it looked gorgeous when I played it, but like now it's even better. And I think they just released one with Assassin's Creed, which I just started recently. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know that it wasn't on there to begin with. I didn't notice, to be honest. I thought it looked great the way it was. But yeah,
I noticed the frames per second a lot. Like when you play Destiny plays I think at 30 frames per second. You kind of notice it. Like it's a little.
Apparently, there's a next gen Destiny 2 now that they just dropped. Like there's a PS5 version of Destiny 2 on there.
I think Destiny 2 is free to play.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I saw they're releasing another like expansion for it. Like they're still making shit for it.
I think I was. Where was I at? I think when I got this computer and I was downloading Steam, I was just looking through the games, and I'm pretty sure Destiny is free to download.
These sons of bitches.
Like the base version of Destiny 2 is free to play.
Because now you just got to pay for all the expansions.
Yeah.
That are pretty much cost, if you get all of them, probably like $60, $80 or something.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
And how do I transfer
I'm sure,
my
like, Siege
$60?
can do the same thing.
How do I transfer that from my PlayStation to the PC now? I'll play Destiny.
And then like 2 years, 3 years, maybe they'll release Destiny 3, or maybe I think Bungie should try a new IP. See what they can do.
Call it. I don't know.
It'll just look like Destiny and
Destiny.
Halo. It'll just be something else. It'll just be another like kind of look-alike.
I loved Destiny. I just can't believe that they not ruined it, but just how did it launch?
Ruined it.
Man, game launches suck.
They do. Get hyped and hyped and hyped, and then it's
I'm tired of disappointment. I'm tired of it. I didn't even buy Cyberpunk. I'm not disappointed in it. It's just I hate hearing bad things about a game I'm hyped for.
Yeah.
That goes with anything, man.
I'm tired of
hearing anything bad
This year
about something you
sucks.
like.
Right,
Now we live in a culture where you can't dislike anything that somebody likes. It's like,
and you can't like it. You can't like something everyone hates. It's like you can't have an unpopular opinion anymore. I don't get it.
On that note,
yeah,
Burns fading.
Yeah, it's probably a good place to just end it
Yeah.
here.
That's good.
We covered a lot.
Ended on how morbid
Even
this
for
year's
just us
been.
three.
Yeah, we had a good one, man. So I mean, hopefully next week Alex will be back.
Yeah.
I should have put a picture of Alex shoveling snow.
You should put a picture of Alex shoveling snow and then put canceled over him.
Cancel from his own podcast.
All right, man.
Yeah, check out like and subscribe on the channel. Check out Squad Pod on Twitter and Squad Pod Sports on Twitter. Check out Squad Pod Sports every Thursday, and new episodes of this here every Friday. So I mean, anything else you guys want to plug?
Twitches,
yeah.
Squad Pod Twitch is going to be streaming Monday nights. Wyatt will be streaming Mondays and whenever he plays through a game.
Yeah, Dead Vegas 717. Yep. With 3s for ease. So remember that. With threes for ease. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I can start streaming. I was gonna stream something Friday or Saturday, and that didn't work out. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to stream something.
Word.
All right.
Great episode, guys.
Good. All right.
Yeah. See everybody next week.
Catch you at Christmas.
Christmas episode next week.
Yep.
I'm warm. Santa hat.
Ho, ho,
Definitely. Ho, ho, ho.
Peace out.